This is one of our favorite artists. His name is Aviram, and we're going to show you his special case study today. He's a great example for what happens if you create good content and using a small daily budget. Most of musicians aren't focusing on content, they're focusing on how to get the shortcut in order to get as many streams as possible on Spotify. And we've been working with Aviram for over 6 months now, and it seems like that our work is paying off right now. So let's dive into this amazing case study. Before I'm going to show you the content that we've been using for this campaign, I just want to show you what happens in Aviram Spotify for Artists in the past 28 days, and more than that, what happened in the past 12 months. So we had two peaks in here. First one was in the start of October, and the other one was by the end of October. As you can see in here, start of November. We had two amazing peaks on Spotify. Usually, I don't like seeing these kind of metrics go up so extreme. But what happened in here that we had so much organic exposure on social media that we just couldn't hold what's happening over there. So many people watch his content on Instagram, and then they went either organically or with the sponsored ads directly to Spotify. So that's Aviram's Instagram page. Right now, he have 50,000 followers. We just started with almost 2,000, which is incredible. And if I scroll down in here and I click on Reels, look at this. So that's the second video, 3.7 million views, and the first one was 1.9 million. Now let's watch the videos.
Hey, do you want to hear a song I wrote?
Alright.
Alright.
Up. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get out.
It's cause it takes a lot to try.
Okay, so the reason that I'm showing you these videos is because I want to demonstrate that we can use really simple and homemade content in order to get traffic coming from social media into Spotify. Now, I'm going to show you the second video in a second, but what I really want to focus about is the sponsored campaign that we had running in the background all the time. So we had a few different ad sets, and I use these videos in order to drive traffic from social media into Spotify. Now, we had two main videos that we were focusing on, but I wanted you to pay attention for the amount of people that came from this campaign only. We're talking about 2,200 people, but the insane reach that we had back on Spotify was incredible, because on Spotify, we could see that the growth is coming obviously organically. So what happened in here is that the second video already brought us.
What are you
playing?
Do you want to hear a song?
Yeah.
Same concept.
It's the one I wrote. It goes like that.
Now, the most interesting things about these videos is that they are bringing so much engagement. Look at the amount of comments and people that are actually have engagement with this post, which is incredible. And the biggest thing that I want to focus on is the fact that we're using really homemade and simple content. And by using the data that we've gathered organically for Aviram, we had two different sources of streams. We had the organic source of streams and the sponsored source of streams. Now, as you can see, most of the streams are actually from the past month. But if I go back to his catalog, you see that there's a huge gap between It Takes a Lot to Try to the rest of the songs. But the most interesting thing is that in the past week or so, you can see the drips that are coming from It Takes a Lot to Try to the rest of the catalog. Just to remind you, we're sponsoring these campaigns only and sending traffic only to It Takes a Lot to Try using a daily budget of, let's see, we're talking about something like $10 per day, which is great. Sometimes we're using even less, but the most interesting thing is that we have organic exposure coming in, increasing Aviram's exposure as well, and it creates a lot of buzz and trending on Spotify. And what's going to happen next is that the profile and catalog section from the source of stream is growing, and when time will walk by, then we'll see more growth from the algorithm itself, because it's recognizing that Aviram is trending right now on social media. The final conclusion in here is that focusing only on sponsored ad is not enough. You should also test content all the time. And just for you to see the amount of videos that we've uploaded with Aviram, we've uploaded 5 videos until these two went super viral. And the reason that we did that, it was in order to see if this particular visual niche is working with the audiences. And as you can see, since day one, by the way, these ones were sponsored as well, but with $10 per day, and the amount of exposure and engagement in here was incredible. You can see from the first video and all the way to the last video, which is still trending right now on social media. Final note, focus on the content. It's important. Before you even start uploading the first campaign, test your content organically, see if it gets some interaction, and then when you're sure that it's the right time to sponsor it, do it. With Aviram, we did something a bit different. We started with the sponsored campaigns, and as you can see, it just blew up organically. Thank you for watching. If you want to get in touch with us, you have all of the information in the video's description, and we hope to see you again really soon.